Squad Battles! The single player game mode that people literally only play to either unlock the current objective card or to complete an Evo. The average FC24 player will not play any more squad battles than they absolutely have to until today. Because today I want to find out whether grinding out squad battles for a week is actually worth it.
But why? Why would you do that?
Before we jump into it then, as per usual, if you guys like what you see, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And before I show you the team that we're going to use for today, for those of you who don't know, let me explain how Squad Battles works. Squad Battles is a weekly competition against AI opponents. Every week there are 32 random teams to play against, plus a featured team of the week that you can play to earn points. For every opponent you play against, you can choose the difficulty from beginner all the way up to ultimate, and the harder the difficulty, the more points you earn. The points that you earn accumulate and then determine your rank for the week, from bronze 3 all the way up to elite 1 or even top 200. As with all other game modes, the higher your rank, the better the rewards will be. And the aim for this video is to try and get as high a rank as possible. To be honest, top 200 is the absolute dream. However, in order to achieve that, we're going to need a team. And here is the team we're going to use. Now you're probably wondering, if you play this game, you know that Squad Battles is very, very boring and very, very easy. But we're not taking it easy today. We're playing against the hardest possible difficulties for most of the teams we play. So we're going to need a banging team, because when the computer decides to play football, it's different gravy, mate. They are ridiculous. So this is the squad we've got. 97 Emi Martinez in goal, Zanetti, new footies Rafa Marquez that I haven't used yet, and Kyle Walker 97 at centre backs. We've got Jonathan Klaus at right back with Declan Rice, Steven Gerrard and Bruno Fernandes at the cam. At left wing we have got Dani Olmo. Obviously he is on loan, but I've only got till Sunday anyway before the rewards come out, so that's going to be plenty of time. At the right wing we've got Rafinha, and up front we've got Darwin Núñez. Obviously this is going to take me a week or a couple days at least. I won't know which rank I get until Sunday, so I'm going to have to play up until then anyway. So any new players that I get may come in. Any footies cards that I manage to pack in between now and the rewards may have to go into the team. But for now, that's the squad we're going to use. So let me have a look then at the opponents. So as I said at the beginning, we have a total of 32 players we're going to have to play against. I say players, it's all the computer. 32 teams we have to play against, and they come in batches of 4. And normally, there's one really easy one really difficult one, and then 2 kind of in the middle. Sometimes you get 2 easy opponents and then like a fairly difficult one, but that's normally how it works. And it appears for this batch, we have got 2 very easy opponents, we've got a fairly difficult opponent, and this is going to be the hardest team. Looking at this squad, let's start off easy. So, 67 rated with 2 chemistry. I'm going to start off on ultimate difficulty, right? 67 rated with 2 chem. If I lose the first game, I'll leave it and I'll try again next week. Now, as you can see, obviously, ultimate difficulty is the hardest difficulty. You get 2,215 points for this game, bare minimum, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you can actually get more than that based on how well you play. But let's just see how it goes, you know? The computer is going to be obviously different gravy, but it should be okay because the computer is using terrible players. But let's just see how it goes.
Here we go!
From the early minutes, obviously nothing has happened, but I think we're going to be fine. It's going to be tough. I mean, considering we're up against a 48 rated centre mid, it's still going to somehow be tough. But I think we'll be fine. We've definitely got enough to get the win. And that's a lot of points. Come on, Darwin. This will be a lot of points added to the list. There we go, Darwin putting us 1-0 up. We should be absolutely fine, mate. We should be fine. Mate, this team is moving though. This team is moving. He just did a heel to heel. I've been shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a save. Get there. Gee, I'm telling you, mate, I'm playing against bronzes, but when the computer decides to turn up, it's different. I've just been heel to heel and then dinked by an MK Dons right mid, and it's nearly worked. Oh my god. And there we go. And there we go. That's what can happen. Honestly, it's hard, man.
Embarrassing.
Honestly, the computer, it's just different, mate. If it wants to turn up, it can turn up. Come on, this needs to be a goal. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my lord, it's getting close. I could do with one more just to be safe, because honestly, the computer could actually just score at any minute. Yes, Bruno. Yes, Bruno. Seal it, please. There we go. We've sealed it. We've sealed it. That's game one done. That's the win done. I'm telling you, it's hard. It's going to be a long week. There we go. Right. The important thing is, let me just see how many points we managed to get in that game. Okay, that's a really randomly cool number to get. 2,222 points. There we go. Already up to bronze 1. Obviously, the ranks can fluctuate based on when you get them throughout the week. If that was the only game I played for this week, then I wouldn't be bronze 1 by the end of it. So, as you can see, we have now played obviously one game out of the 32. We've got 31 more games to play. We have also got the featured team of the week to play at any point as well, which I do believe you can play multiple times. But obviously I don't think you can get points for that multiple times. So, you've seen me play one game, you don't need to see me play 3 more games of squad battles. So let me, off camera, finish these 3 games, and then I'll update you on how many points I get, and we can roughly work out how many points we think we might be able to finish this challenge with. So, without any further ado, let me quickly play these next 3 opponents, and I'll come back to you when I've done that.
Later that same evening.
Okay, so those games have been played, and it started off in the worst possible way when we lost 2-1. I perhaps maybe underestimated how bad the team was. Maybe it was slightly better than I thought. We lost 2-1, and in a completely unrelated note, Rafa Marquez is never playing a single game for me ever again. But that's fine, you know, although we lost, we live and we learn. We did win the next 2 games, played them both on world class, which means we start off this challenge with 5,584 points after the first 4 games. Obviously, that is 1/8 of the challenge, so times that by 8, we get about 45,000 points, but obviously that doesn't account for the fact that I lost this game as well. So I'm thinking maybe we aim for about 50,000 points. If we get 50,000 points, I think we can be happy with that. So these 4 games are done, as I said, and we can now refresh them, update the opponents. So once again, let me play these games and let's see how many points we get after that.
The next day.
Alright, here we go. It's a brand new day. Probably like 3 minutes into the video, but obviously I'm not going to show you all the gameplay because it's squad battles, isn't it? And it's August, and no one wants to see that. There's a couple of things to notice. First of all, I've played the next 4 games. Second of all, you'll notice the difficulty. I played 2 games on professional, and there is a reason for that, and that is because I played the first 2 games on legendary. If we go onto the featured team, legendary is only 1 step below ultimate, which would have guaranteed me 2,000 points minimum. But because I absolutely dominated these teams on legendary, I still got way over 2,000 points anyway. And I think that's going to be the method I take for the rest of this challenge. So instead of trying to battle it out on world class against the really good teams, I went for the same strategy, went on the one above, which was professional, and I didn't quite get the same amount of points. Legendary would have given me 1,500 bare minimum, so lost a couple of points, but still got way more points than if I tried it on world class and I'd lost. So maybe this is the strategy I'll take for the rest of the challenge, I don't know. The other very important thing to notice is I've played 8 games out of 32, and I've got a day and 17 hours to play the remaining 24 plus the featured team of the week.
Boy, you're in a heap of trouble.
I've got a lot of squad battles to go. So I think the plan now then is I'm going to play some games off camera. I think I'm going to play up to 16 games because obviously that'll be halfway through. See how many points we're on, see what rank we're at, and we'll see how we can progress from then. So, let's play some more squad battles. And so the grind of the next 8 squad battles games began, and the first few games confirmed my theory. A 12-0 win on legendary difficulty got us over 2,500 points, whereas a weaker team on ultimate difficulty held us to a 4-all draw, took us to penalties, and at this point I thought it was all over.
Jesus Christ.
But we luckily got the win
Yes, yes, yes!
and got fewer points.
No, no, no!
Never again are we playing ultimate difficulty in this challenge. The next 2 games of the 4 were much more straightforward. A 7-0 win on World Class and a 4-0 win on Professional, and games 13 to 16 went just as well, winning all 4, 1 on Professional, 2 on World Class and the last one on Legendary, giving us a very healthy points total at the halfway stage. Okay, checking in at the halfway stage, 16 games out of 32 played. I have realised many things. First thing I've already mentioned previously in that little segment you've just seen, but there is absolutely no need for me to ever play Ultimate ever again. I don't need to play Ultimate. The only teams I would have played on Ultimate would have been the Stinkers, and I get more points playing them on Legendary for some reason, so never have to play Ultimate again. Thank the Lord. The second thing I have realised is that this whole time it's actually showed me what rank I am in the top right corner, and I didn't have to just work it out via the points.
You idiot. You're honestly an idiot.
Thirdly, the thing I've realised is if I play any more games of FIFA, I might pass away through boredom, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break. But as we update the squad, as I said, 16 out of 32 games have been played. Currently sitting in Elite 3, we're only 3 divisions away from top 200. And we're literally halfway through. We're sitting on a points total of 28,639, which means we could probably hit 59,000, maybe 60,000 points if we absolutely maximise the points from this, which could very easily get us into the top 200, which would be cool just to say I'm a top 200 player, even if it is on squad battles. But to be honest, I think we're just going to carry on with this routine. We're just going to carry on grinding them out off camera. I think I'll cut back and then I'll play the featured team of the week. We'll end it there and then we'll wrap this video up obviously with our rank and see where we manage to finish. But it's looking okay. Let's somehow find the will to live. And let's continue the grind. And so, the grind began. 16 games left to squeeze out as many points as possible. And it started off well until the worst thing happened. Disconnected from the EA servers.
Are you serious right now, bro?
But, somewhere, the EA gods took pity on me, and the points still counted. Game after game, the points kept coming in and we climbed up the ranks, and eventually, after what seemed like years, all 32 games were done and there was only one more team to play. And there we go! It is done. It's taken a lot out of me. I don't even know which rank we're going to finish with, but I already know it wasn't worth it. That was a lot of games. To be fair, if I had spread them out more over the week, maybe that would have been okay. But as you can see, we've got 10 hours and 31 minutes until the end of this week's squad battles. But 32 out of 32 games have been played. 31 of them were wins. One of them was a loss, which was fairly embarrassing. That's annoying because we would have got about 2,000 more points, which would have meant we would have finished on 60,000 points, which would have been incredible. But we could still finish on 60,000 points because we have got one more team to play, the featured team of the week, and then we have done all we can for this week. Now this one is a set points total. You don't get any more for playing exceptionally well. So, with a 100-point difference between World Class and Professional, I'm playing the last game on Professional. Could I maybe grind out and get a win on World Class? Possibly, but I can't be bothered. This is the squad we finished with. It was a little bit different to the one we started with. I do know that we unlocked Reece James and we packed ourselves DeMarco along the way. Other people we already had, but they came in. I can't remember who those people were. But this is the team that we ended it off with. Squad Battles FC, 96 rated as we go into our final game of this entire video. Not that you've seen many games in this video. I've played 32, but I don't know how many of them you would have seen. Probably like 1, maybe 2. Come on the boys, bring it home.
This is the home side's team today.
Come on, get that. Darwin Núñez, straight away. Straight away. Inside 6 minutes, we're 1-0 up. I shouldn't celebrate against the computer, should I? Really, that's just... Double loaded at the back post. Too high. Reece James is still there. Cut it back. Dani Olmo! He's on loan. He's not here for long, but he's here for now. And he's scored. Darwin again. Oh, there we go. Maybe I could have done it on World Class, but I'm drained. Boys and girls, lads and ladies, I am drained. I am never playing a game of squad battles again unless I'm doing some sort of objective or evo. Which is, to be honest, the only reason I did play in the first place. That was a bit of a stupid thing to say. Nunez from range. Oh, it's gone in. I don't know how it's gone in, but it's gone in. It's 4 inside 27 minutes. Do you know what? This game is pretty much in the bag, isn't it? So let me just talk about the stress that I've been through, right? I've pretty much nailed down which difficulties I needed. I've pretty much got it to a fine art which difficulties you can get away with playing. So if I was to do this challenge again, I would probably get more points than I'm currently on, especially as I lost a game. 60,000 points though currently does put us in rank 1. Rank 1, good lord, I am frazzled. At least 1. But obviously we don't know whether we're top 200 until the game adds up all the scores from everyone who's played squad battles this week. We might end up getting top 200. We might be number 1. I literally don't know until, well, 10.5 hours time, really. And by the end of that 10.5 hours, we're going to end this video off, obviously getting our rank, and then we're going to open the rewards as well to really answer the question that we already know the answer to, which was it worth my time? And the answer is no. Yeah, I've purely done this on an educational basis so that everyone watching this video knows squad battles is absolutely not worth grinding out every week. I've played 32 games of squad battles and I didn't know that Darwin Nunez had Power Shot Plus. It's done. It's full time. Game done. Game over. Well done, Darwizzy. You scored 5. Never again am I playing squad battles, boys. And girls, shout out to you. Never again am I playing squad battles. A 6-0 win to round things off with. I'm pretty sure. How many points did we end off with? 60,306 points. Is that enough for top 200? Is there other delinquents like me playing this many squad battles in August? I'd like to think not, simply because I'm doing this for content and I'm pretty sure no one else will be. But we're going to have to find out. For you, it'll be 10 seconds. For me, it's 10 hours. Let me stop recording right here and I'll come back when we know our fate, when we know what rank we've got. And we'll open the rewards and we'll end it there because I'm done.
Tomorrow.
Okay then, here we are. Today is the day. We get our rewards for our grind and our effort and our brain rot that has been squad battles for a week. All 32 games, but technically 33 games played. I literally don't know what rank I'm going to get. I may even have dropped down to Elite 2, but if I have dropped down to Elite 2, there wasn't really much more I could have done. Whatever happens, we're going to get our rank, get our rewards, open them, and we'll all come to the same conclusion that it hasn't been worth my time. Squad battle rewards are ready to be claimed. Where did we come? Elite 1! So we get 2 rare players, and 2 1 of 4 94 plus player picks, 22,000 coins, and 700 XP. That in itself is already pretty terrible. The 2 player picks then, come on. Okay, as expected, great start. Next one. Well, I'm not taking him, am I? Let's be honest. Let's go for the Man United pair. Eriksen and Pellistri. Was this worth a week of grinding out squad battles? No, I don't think it was. I honestly don't know how I didn't get top 200, to be honest. Maybe that one loss that I had was enough to see me drop out of the top 200 scores. But rare players pack then. These are tradable packs, so of course, I'm pretty sure we're going to get nothing. We get, okay, Mappy Leon on the first one. Last pack of the day then, give me a special card, come on. Okay, it is French, right wing. Is that Diani? Would have gone for a bit back in the day. Probably goes for about 15k now. Not that we're going to sell her because there is absolutely no point. Well, there we go. There we go. There we go. I played every single match of squad battles. And was it worth it? No, it was not. 22,000 coins, 2 rare players packs and 2 player picks for what felt like 12 hours of my life that I'm never going to get back. To be honest, I was kind of hoping for top 200. I'm actually quite surprised there are at least 200 people who still sweat out squad battles in the big month of August. That is surprising, but there we go. I played 32 games of squad battles and this is what I got. And with that, we're going to end it there. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you like what you see, please feel free to leave a like down below. If you're new around here, please feel free to subscribe. turn on those notifications to get notified when future videos come live, and I will see you all in my next video. See ya. That was completely and utterly not worth my time.